So this morning, new details after more than 360 illegal migrants were arrested in that massive raid at a marijuana farm in California, including this suspect accused of child abuse and attempted rape, who was working alongside 14 minors rescued from that scene as well. ICE Deputy Director Madison Sheahan joins us now. Madison, thanks so much for joining the program.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so not to get into sources and methods, but how did ICE and the federal agents learn about this facility with illegals there and the children as well?
Look, we have continued to go after the worst of the worst. The men and women of ICE are working actively in the state of California, and this is one of those cases where we were able to identify employers that are continuing to employ illegal aliens, just like this marijuana factory. Once we dove into the intel that we had, we realized that there could be some cases of some unaccompanied minors, which we all know that over 500,000 unaccompanied minors came across the border thanks to Joe Biden's open border policies. And so we're working every day to get those unaccompanied minors back and find them a home in a safe community that they can go to. And our officers were actually able to also uncover almost 360 illegal aliens working at this site.
So, Madison, the court accused your officers, which a good portion of your officers are actually minority, but they accused you guys of being racially motivated. They said that you guys are racially profiling these illegals. What would you say back to the court?
Look, this is another example of rogue judges and Democratic judges going after the men and women of ICE who are truly just enforcing the immigration law as it's written. And that's what you see our officers doing every single day. The Democrats don't have any tools other than the judges at this point, and so they're using that to go after the brave men and women of law enforcement. And our officers will continue to go out to do their job and put the American people first.
This is what Tom Homan and the Secretary said in regards to that probable cause. Let's watch it.
Physical description can't be the sole factor to give you reasonable suspicion. For instance, if someone has an MS-13 tattoo on their face, that may be one factor to add to other factors to raise reasonable suspicion. Every ICE officer goes through Fourth Amendment training every 6 months and reminded what their authorities are for arrest, detention, and questioning.
When our ICE officers are out there getting the worst of the worst off of our streets, they're using the investigative backgrounds and information that they have from either criminal records or what they have for charges. Is they're going out there and building a case just like other law enforcement officers do.
This is basic law enforcement. You develop a criminal profile, you work your sources and methods. This is standard law enforcement work. And sometimes race is a part of a criminal profile, right?
You're exactly right that this is standard law enforcement work, and that's what our officers are doing. They have some of the best training in the country for any law enforcement officers. We work side by side in most states, not the state of California, but with local law enforcement. And we'll continue to do that to be able to build these cases. I think we all know that criminals tend to hang out with criminals. And so when we start to build a case, we're going to be going after everyone that's around them, because these criminals tend to hang out with like-minded people who also happen to be criminals.
Real quickly, before I let you go, I got to get you to comment on L.A., saying they're going to give a lot of these people that were being targeted by ICE that they're now harboring in L.A., they're going to give them cash cards to their families. What do you make of that?
Well, look, I think this is another tactic, just like the Democrats used during COVID, to just give money away to gain support. But that is not going to deter the men and women of ICE. We will continue to go after criminally illegal aliens and fight to protect the American people.
Yeah, you got to start arresting those people that are throwing bricks and shooting at the cops as well. Hopefully, y'all get some more manpower because of the big, beautiful bill. Madison, thanks so much for joining the program.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.